What is up? What is up? What is up? Start the live stream. Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning, guys. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Here, let me start my screen share real quick. Okay. So, first of all, let me close my door really fast. One second. All right, I'm back. Okay. So, hopefully, you guys are doing good. How are you guys doing? Okay. So a lot of stuff going on this morning. I don't know yet whether to say that today's morning is gonna be a good one or if it's gonna be a choppy one. All right, now put this on the screen today. Nah, I'm not. I'm done for the week for myself, bro. But don't worry, I'll still be trading like normal, like with you guys or for you guys, I guess. But okay. So there's a lot going on this morning. A lot. All right. First things first. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we just missed a perfect setup coming into market open. Unfortunately, it worked out about 15 minutes before the market opened. I know you guys probably weren't going to catch it even if I did put it out, so I didn't even bother. For those that don't know, it was a beautiful D-wall sweep from this high up here. As you guys see, we took it out here and then we inversed this perfect 8:30 a.m. fair value gap that was created with NFP news. Obviously, it played out all the way down into 3 price targets, which was the internal, the London, and lower, and it played out, right? So yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't even gonna bother putting it out, just like how I said, because you know what for? I know you guys aren't gonna be able to catch it because it's a trade that we don't catch at the usual time, but that doesn't matter. You know, whatever happens, happens. All right, now coming into market open, we have a little bit more interesting price action. All right, because coming into market open, you guys can pretty much see what's going on. Now, remember, today I'm going to be using the indicator yet again, so you guys can kind of get a feel for it and maybe get some trades going. All right, so once again, coming into market open right now, pretty much what we're trying to see is we have quite a few fair value gaps to the upside, quite a few bearish ones. Right, and to the downside, we still have quite a few levels of liquidity, mainly this Asia low right down here, which is in our best interest. So what we're trying to see right now coming into market open is pretty much seeing how we want to react based off the given levels of liquidity that we have right now if we want to sweep them. Mainly this internal low, London, and external. Maybe the Asia, but we don't really need Asia because, I mean, hey, we already took out quite a bit of levels of liquidity already. You know what I mean? So yeah. Now, one sec real quick, guys. Let me go ahead and put out that I am live on YouTube over here to the public Discord. So one sec, guys. One sec. Okay, there. But yeah, so pretty much what I'm trying to see right now is I know we created a fair value gap here. We're not going to hold it. so yeah, but at least we're getting some buying pressure because what I was going to say was, okay, I want to see what type of reaction we get based off this London low. And if we're able to get a bullish reaction, which is kind of what we're trying to do right now, then we can obviously look to trade into a bullish bias. But a bullish bias into where? Well, we have the London high up here that we haven't really taken out yet at 25,824. So we have 2 possibilities in getting a trade here. 3 possibilities. One would be off this lower fair value gap, which is a pretty valid one. Off this inverse. But the thing is, if you take this inverse, you're looking at your first price target to be about 20 points. So if you guys want to risk it for a 20 point price target at first, then this would be your entry at around 25,752. If you want a safer entry, which is the entry that the indicator is actually displaying, then you would want to take the inverse off the top fair value gap, which would have no restrictions from here to the price target, which you would be looking at a 31 point price target, depending on your entry, 30, 35-ish point price target. All right, so it's really up to you guys to choose which one you guys want. I'm going to be guiding you guys through both setups just in case you guys take either or. Like I said, today, I'm done for the week. For this week, I somehow, you guys saw yesterday, we somehow managed to flip the week from red to green. So I don't want to keep adding stress onto myself. So I'm going to take the profits and run very far, you know. But no, for those that are still trying to trade for this week, obviously you guys know I'm always going to be putting out content for you guys. So whether I'm trading or not, I'll always be on no matter what. All right, but yeah, coming to market open, we are getting more of a reaction. We're starting to break past previous candle highs, which is a very, very good bullish sign. So we'll hold on. So what we pretty much want to see here is obviously just enough buying pressure to go ahead and just inverse these 2 fair value gaps. Now, you guys might have noticed I said 3 fair value gaps is what we're going to be looking at. But you're looking at my chart, you're like, bro, there's 2. Are you tripping? No. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, we are also at least trying to create one. Well, we have one, but we're gonna inverse it either way on the 5 minutes. So this one appears not a big deal. But I was looking at this one. I thought that we were gonna kind of inverse this one, but I guess not. All right, guys. But yeah, once again, if you guys want to go ahead and take the risk into a potential trade here, you can look for the 5 minute inverse. Is it going to be a way earlier but way riskier entry? All right, guys. But for me, I'm going to stick to the indicator as to what the indicator is telling us, the more safer option, which would be based off this 5 minute inverse above. All right, so if you guys do want to look for an entry, it would be around 792 for NQ longs into the London high at 824 for about a 30-point price target, which is about a 1-to-1 risk reward. All right, guys. So that's currently what I'm watching right now. Like I said, I'm just gonna be doing commentary today. All right, and we are, oh my goodness, we are pumping up like crazy. We are actually pumping up like crazy. But yeah, let me go and put this out really fast, guys. Just so you guys get an idea of what we are watching. One sec. But I wasn't really expecting such a big push up like this. But yeah, let's see how this ends up holding. By the way, type a quick one in the chat if you guys are looking to trade off the. Well, this one kind of already played out. I don't really know what I'm saying here. Obviously, we haven't inversed this up here yet, so obviously there's no signs of an entry. But did anyone end up taking the first inverse down here? Type a quick one in the chat, just once. Okay, so a few of you guys took it. Now, I don't know if we hit a 1-to-1. I kind of don't think we did. Actually, we did. What the heck? 37 points. So I'm assuming you guys are in profits if you guys did end up taking that. Yeah, for 200, not bad. You guys are some risk takers. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This was a pretty risky entry because there's a fair value gap about 20 points away. But hey, if you took in your green, by all means, you're good. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, guys, I almost forgot to say, Apex finally came out with another discount. Finally, bro. It took them a few days. But 80% off, guys. 80% off with $35 resets. So if you guys managed to pass your account today, or you guys were waiting for a better PA discount, it's $30 now. $35 for a PA account. All right, guys. So super cheap. It's better than the 65 that they were doing before. All right. So once again, guys, with code Blastoise, it's 80% off any funded account and $35 PA fees, which is super cheap. All right, guys. But yeah. Bro, was my TradingView account delayed? You probably just have delayed data on TradingView. When it comes to TradingView, you can either link your Apex account to your TradingView and get the data, or is there a 1 day pass? Yeah, there is. Or you could just buy the data. But why would you buy the data on TradingView when Apex provides it for free? You just have to link your account. It's $65 P. Oh, wait, what? Wait, did I read it wrong? I thought it was $35. Oh, bro, my fault, guys. Apex promo, 80% off evals and $35 resets, bro. Guys, I read this when I woke up. I'm like, damn, bro, $35 PAs. My bad, guys. My false alarm. Well, it's still discounted, but yeah, $65, guys. My bad. For I thought it was $35. I read it wrong. Okay, yeah. So 80% off evals and $35 resets. Not bad. Okay, that's still pretty good, honestly. But yeah, I thought the PA discounts would be discounted. I mean, the PA price. But anyways, guys. So whatever. Now. We got a little bit of a pullback here in the market. Obviously, we haven't inversed the 5-minute gap, but it's better that we get the pullback now and not when we're in the trade. You know what I mean? So yeah. So hopefully this red to green should be enough to tell us that, hey, the market pulled back. We want to keep going up. You know what I mean? That's what we're waiting to see right now. All right. So pretty much, once again, for those wondering what commentary trade we're looking at right now, if you guys have the indicator displayed, it should be displaying the same exact setup on the 5-minute time frame. But pretty much what we're looking to see is an inverse off this 5-minute gap with enough buying pressure to go ahead and target this London high above for about a 30-point price target. So if you guys want to go ahead and take it, you should be looking for an entry around the 792 to 795 range. Now for this trade, I would say try to enter kind of as soon as possible, or as soon as you see a lot of buying pressure, mainly because the London high is right around the corner. It's not going to be like a 40-50 point price target. It's going to be a price target that if we see a spike in the market, we should be at that price target in no time. All right. So we're pretty much just waiting on that for now. All right, guys, we're just waiting on that for now. Now, ES, on the other hand, is showing a lot of buying pressure here as well. It's about to take out the London high as well. Obviously, we can kind of see that ES is leading a little bit here, so it might hit the price target first. But we'll see how that ends up holding up. But yeah, ES looks super bullish, way more bullish than NQ at least. But But obviously, let's give it some time to kind of catch up with the buying and everything, if it even wants to catch up with the buying, and then we go from there. All right, guys. And once again, for the people that ended up taking the 5-minute inverse below, you guys are good. At least I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys took some profits at the 35-point mark that we saw there. For those wondering what I'm talking about, it's off this 5-minute gap here. I told you guys, hey, it's a little bit of a risky one, but if you want to take it, if you don't care about the risk, then go ahead. It ended up hitting up for about 37 points. But the one that I'm watching is the one that the indicator's watching, which is the safer one, which will be the 5-minute gap up here, also the 15-minute gap right up here as well. So we're waiting for these two inverses. Well, the 15-minute kind of already inverse, but we're waiting on the 5-minute for the final confirmation. Yeah, let's see if we can get this last pump up here. On the bright side, guys, we did finally get the pullback. So hopefully there's no more of a pullback unless the market wants to chop, which hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, we'll see. Now, do we have any 10 a.m. news today? I don't think we do. Let me check. Forex Factory. Oh, man, what? We have UOM news. Okay. Hopefully we can get a trade before then, because you guys know typically after 10 a.m., even though it's a red folder news, the market always doesn't do what we were expecting, which is, a high impulse into good volume. But no, nothing today. But we'll see. We'll see it, of course. Yeah, for now, it's kind of just wait it out. Let's see if we can even inverse this 5-minute gap here to see if we can even target the London high. Like I said, try to look for an entry if we get an impulse above this gap up here. Because remember, we're just mainly looking for volume. Like I said yesterday, we learned our lesson. Let's not take trades that we're barely even questioning in terms of volume, and let's start taking trades that we know are going to play out with good volume. All right, guys. So obviously, keep it in your eyes peeled for volume into this inverse. If you don't get it, then just maybe avoid into the next setup. All right, guys. But yeah, hopefully this setup plays out in the next 15 minutes, because I don't want to be trading after news. I don't want to be telling you guys anything after news. I've noticed that typically anytime that we have a 10 a.m. red folder, it always gets messy. So I thought that it was just gonna be NFP, but I thought wrong. So yeah. But yeah, so far not much yet, at least for an entry into longs. We're still kind of getting a red candle here. I'm not sure as to why though. We're not really rejecting off anything unless it's a pullback. I don't know, because we're getting strong pullbacks, but they're not really holding down though. So is it a pullback? I want to say it's a pullback because, I mean, if the market is going to completely reverse, it wouldn't make sense because of what? You know what I mean? It really wouldn't make sense. And I saw someone, Alex, saying that yes, it's inside the fair value gap, but not really. Not really, because I mean, if we were inside the fair value gap, we would have at least rejected off 989 if you wanted to really sell off here. It wouldn't make sense. So yeah, thankfully no entry yet. So that's a good part. Best case, I mean, maybe we pull back into this 5-minute gap and pump back up into an inverse for an entry. That could look really good. Supreme Court has tariff ruling today. If it's not about Trump, bro, it's probably not going to be that important. Plus, if it was something about tariffs, I promise you the market would have dumped 10 times harder than whatever we got in this candle. You know what I mean? It's probably just a pullback in the market, and we're just waiting for the big move to happen. But hopefully today's open is not going to be like Wednesday's open or Tuesday's open or anything. You know what I mean? Hopefully we just get it straight away like yesterday. But yeah, like I said, guys, obviously keep your eyes peeled if you like the volume or not. For me, for today, I'm just going to be doing commentary because I'm already done for the week. But obviously, I still want to give you guys at least one more trade to end the week off on a good note. Possible shorts off the newly created fair value gap. Well, the thing is, where are you getting your buys from? That's the problem. Sure, I would love to take shorts if we took out the London high and then shot back down. But, it's not really... You said the other day, I don't even have Trade of It open. I promise you, I'm done for the week, bro. I am not trading, bro. Are in the pre-news chop? It's too early to tell. I mean, it's just a discount that hasn't done anything. And then we're just stuck inside of this candle here. So it's too early to tell if we're chopping up or not. Obviously, the more we wait, the better. Maybe we want to wait for news. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't want to tell you guys that the 10 a.m. news is going to be crazy, because every time I do tell you guys, nothing really ends up happening except for chop. So I don't know, actually. I really don't know. But I maybe it's a pullback. Maybe it's going to take a little bit long because of news. I really don't know. But guys, I'm going to go get my laptop, bro, because it keeps connecting to my trading view and it keeps kicking me out, guys. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, dude, this freaking laptop is so annoying, bro. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know why TradingView has an option where you can only chart on one computer. Like, I don't get it. Whatever. But yeah, I closed TradingView on my laptop, so I shouldn't be having that connection issue. Um, but yeah. Anyways, all right. But yeah, so far not much really happening yet, at least. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a better open. But we're not really getting much here. I mean, now we're inversing this 5 minute, but there's not really much to even take from it yet because I mean, obviously our bias is still leaning bullish, right? So at least for my strategy, I don't know about you guys. Obviously, you guys have been trading anything else into the shorts, but for me, I'm still considering longs, or I'm still considering long for you guys. But I'm not sure of what we're really rejecting. I kind of just want to say that this is gonna just chopping, but I don't know. I would have to wait for 10 a.m. to really come out to see if the market really wants to move or if it really wants to chop here. All right, guys. But yeah, so far, not much yet, at least. Not much for an entry yet, at least. David, can ES hold us down due to an SMT? Not really, though. Because off what? That's the one thing I'm concerned about. So I want to say that this is a pullback or a chop. I don't want to say it's a reversal because it wouldn't make sense as to why. Yeah, I mean, we took out the nearby lows, which is a good thing. You know, we took out the London, we took we took out the internals, we took out the externals. We haven't taken out the Asia, so maybe that's why. But it wouldn't make sense as to why we took out the London and the external, and we reversed all the way back up, all the way up into not only one inverse but almost two inverses. It wouldn't make sense. That's not known as a pullback. That's known as a reversal, with all the given confirmations. So I really want to say that these two red candles here are pullbacks before we seek higher. The thing is, because I just don't understand why we would reverse, you know? So yeah, for now, I mean, the best thing we can really do here is really just wait until the market really, starts moving. And I would assume it will be by 11. Because look at this. It's like we're back up to like nothing happened. Well, we were. I mean, I don't know if we're going to reverse here. But yeah, guys, I think the best thing to do here is either we pump up and we get the inverse off an impulse, which is probably not going to happen until 10, or we wait till 10, wait for the red folder news to come out, see the actual reaction in the news, and depending on the reaction, we can either trade it or call it a day very early and call it a week. All right? Because obviously, I'm sure we all learned our lesson from this entire week from trying to trade 10 a.m. news that, it typically doesn't really do what we're expecting. You know what I mean? It's probably just like a little bump or a little pump or a little dump, and that's it. You know what I mean? And then the market just chops. So I don't know. We're gonna see and pretty much just go from there. I don't see any red folder news on Forex Factory at 10. Yeah, there actually is. It's UOM news. Prelim UOM consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Friday, January 9th. I'm gonna just wait for after news. Yeah, that's probably the best thing. I mean, unless we get like the most craziest candle ever into buying, then sure you can get an entry. But if that's not the case, which it probably won't be, then I guess the best thing is to just wait the 10 minutes out, wait for news to come out, see the reaction based off news. If it's bullish, if we pump, then take the longs. ES didn't take out the London low, so double SMT, but we never took out the highs either, which is why I'm just as confused. Because this pump here isn't a pullback, because, I mean, it wouldn't make sense. We took out the internal, London, and external, and even almost the Asia. Then we full on reversed over 100 points for sure, right? Yeah, over 140 points to the upside. So that's not a pullback. That's a full on reversal. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense as to why we rejected. I mean, maybe it's a bearish rally gap, but if we have a bullish trend and a bullish bias, why would we reject off a bearish rally gap until we take out the London? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit skeptical about the market right now. Obviously, if you guys were to ask me if I'm trading without a bias, I would kind of tell you guys that today's open kind of looks like the one from Wednesday. So definitely be careful. All right, guys. I don't want you guys to be getting caught up in any of this chop anymore for the week. Obviously, like I said, we learned our lesson yesterday. We saw what the issue was. It wasn't our setups. It was more of the volume that we were trying to trade. So if like I said, guys, if we're barely even questioning the volume today, it's probably best to just get off. All right. And guess what? We're kind of barely questioning the volume. So once again, we're gonna see how the 10 a.m. news comes out. And depending on if the news is bullish or bearish or neutral, which just means that it's not bullish or bearish, like nothing really happened, then we're gonna know whether we should be trading or not. So today's either gonna be a very good stream with a trade or a very, very early stream with no trade. All right, guys, because I am not trying to give you guys any more weak trades with weak price action. All right, guys. Did the NFP come out bearish? Well, whether it came out bearish or bullish, it doesn't really matter because first of all, it came out at 8:30, which was over here, and with the 8:30 candle, it kind of didn't do much. I mean, it pumped up, but just in one candle, and then nothing. It's like nothing happened. So not much. So even if it did come out bearish, it's not really the whole purpose of the market today. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, it kind of just seems like we're chopping here. I mean, you guys have seen the candle. It went from green, red, green, red, green. So yeah. Let me see. Man, I'm now wishing I took profit sooner with the first 5-minute fair value gap. Well, it literally almost hit 40 points. What do you mean you never took profits? Unless you got an extremely late entry. But I entered late. How late though? Because remember, I mean, you knew the risk behind the trade, well, which is why I kind of didn't even like suggest it. It was just too risky because we had a whole nother fair value gap right above it. You know what I mean? Although it did look good with the volume, obviously it can always backfire. You know what I mean? When you have some restrictions like this fair value gap above and also the 15-minute. You know what I mean? Now, guys, right now the market is kind of pumping up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but knowing our luck, guys, you know what's probably going to happen? 9:55 is going to happen in the next 30 seconds. And at 9:55, 5 minutes before the news comes out, we're going to pump into the entry and we're going to be super hesitant to take it because it's going to be a minute before the news happens. How much you guys want to bet is going to happen? It has, this has happened more times than it hasn't. Knowing the luck, but we'll see. I'm kind of hoping to see news come out first before the entry, but we'll see. We'll see. How big of an impulse should we points wise? That part I don't really know. It's just if you look at the candles and it looks like it's moving very aggressive, you take it. All right, there's really no points behind it. It's more or less more on speed, aggression, and so on. And then you just base it off that. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys. I mean, can we all agree here? Like, do you guys agree with me? The market looks like Wednesday, right? I mean, I'm sure we can all agree here, right? Yeah. I mean, look, once again, compare today's market to yesterday's market. Completely different market. Yesterday, we dumped, first of all, in the first candle, over 155 points, or over 110 points, I think. Over 110 points in one candle. Today, it wasn't really the case. I mean, we sold off about 60 points, you know? But I mean, the momentum is not really like yesterday. I mean, the momentum yesterday was kind of crazy. I mean, you guys saw it was selling into every price target. Today, it's kind of selling, buying, buying. You know, not much happening, not much thing, right? So once again, guys, today, like I said, I don't care if anyone wants trades. I'm gonna stop caring about it. All right. Because if the market, like I said, if I'm barely questioning the market, I'm not gonna bother like even giving it to you guys. You know what I mean? So I'm going to wait for news to come out in the next 4 minutes. If I like the way that the volume is moving, sure, I'll trade it. If I don't like it, I'm simply just going to get off. I'm not going to bother stressing about it. There's no point. You know what I mean? There's really no point. Because at the end of the day, staying cash is one thing, but being red is a whole other thing. All right? And I don't want you guys to be red, especially to end off the week. You know what I mean? I'm calling it before the chop. This looks choppy. You know, I wouldn't say call it just yet. I would say give it 3 more minutes. See how news comes out. Wait 10 more minutes after news comes out. If we see a good reaction, which is typically in the next 10 minutes after news comes out, then sure, try trading it. If it looks choppy, where the news comes out bullish, we sell off, we pump up, we sell off, get off. All right? No. I'm seeing what you guys are saying in the chat, bro. I'm reading the chat. David is funny. He's saying I'm not trading today, but no. I'm not trading. Look, I promise you guys, I don't even have my trade of 8 open. I promise you guys. All right? I don't even have my trade of it open. The one thing I was hoping for this entire week is how am I gonna flip my week from red to green? And somehow, some way, I did it yesterday. Me and alongside some of you guys, we did it yesterday. And yeah, bro, you guys don't understand. I got off stream, and the biggest sigh that I had was, wow, wow. I'm gonna get off the chart right now. So yeah, somehow, some way, we some of us, I'm not gonna say we, some of us flip our weeks from red to green, and that's enough for me to be done for the entire year, bro. I don't ever want to go through that ever again. But yeah. So today, like I said, obviously, if I'm staying cash, I'm not gonna force you guys to stay cash. So obviously, I'm gonna get on and try to give you guys something. But obviously, if we're looking at a market like today's open, it's probably best to stay cash. You know what I mean? To be honest, David, I wish you alerted it. I wish I alerted it too. But hey, at the end of the day, bro, I needed to regain my confidence. If that trade would have been a losing trade, I would have literally like, I don't know, broken down on stream, bro. so, so yeah, it was probably best to kind of just put out like the indicator type of trade. And if you guys understand it and you guys saw it and you guys liked it, you guys can take it. You know what I mean? Your indicator is showing bad volume, but mine is green. What could be different? Maybe the time frame. Either you have delayed data or the time frame that you're on, or maybe you're on the wrong contracts. Remember, I'm on NQ1. All right. I think every night you need to say you're taking a bro. It seems to be like that's always the case, bro. Anytime that I'm like, guys, like, I'm going through it, the next day is the best day ever. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember when I went in August, when I went on a huge losing streak because the markets were horrible for that month? Literally the one day that I took off, the best day ever. Literally the best day ever of August. And it happens again. It happens again this time. But thankfully, I didn't go on vacation or anything. Like, I still stayed on. You remember? Dude, literally that's, guys, the day. Look, pretty much what ended up happening, guys, was I was red all week long. Just red. The markets weren't respecting anything. Amazing setups, just like this week. Amazing setups, just didn't want to get respected. I'm like, guys, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm mentally drained. I'm going to go on a kayaking trip. I'm going to go to Orlando, take a little road trip and just relax. Bro, guys, I'm kayaking, whatever. I'm like, hey, I wonder how the market is moving right now. It's probably just really choppy. Guys, every single candle, keep in mind, every single candle the day before, the day after, the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that, we were averaging, wait, news came out. We were averaging like 15-point candles. And the one day that I take off, 100 points per candle. 100 points per 5-minute candle. Like, dude, the FOMO that I got, bro, I literally told my friends, I'm like, guys, I have to go home. That same day, I got back home at 2 and I put out a trade. It played out for 80 points. And that's how I gained my confidence back. And that's when we started up the next winning streak, bro. What a story, bro. What a story. But anyways, guys, the news came out. Not much is happening. Has news really came out, though? Yeah, it came out bullish. 54 compared to the 53.5 forecast. Maybe the market needs some time to react. Once again, guys, if we don't get a reaction by 10:05 or 10:10, I'm getting off. I know I like to stay on stream for too long and blah, 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 whatever. No. I'm not gonna bother giving you guys anything in this trade, in this market. Or at least, yeah. Because obviously, like I said, you guys understand. Compare yesterday's market to Wednesday's market. Compare, yesterday's market to today's market. Not much happening. All right, guys. I don't want to miss anything. I think you're good, bro. I think you're pretty good. If you need to use the bathroom. Let me see. When I'm connecting to my TradingView to my WAP, it has no option for connected companies. For that, go to your profile. Go to your profile and scroll all the way down to your social links, and it'll say Discord, TradingView, and some other platforms. So just link your TradingView there. And anything, send some screenshots. Let me check out what you're looking at, by the way. Yo, this is a QR code. Now, I hope you guys are on the same boat as me, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I said, okay. Look, the way I look at it, guys, is look. If you're in this Discord, it's one. I know you guys are in here for alerts and trade ideas and everything. But another reason why you guys are in here, so I can at least guide you guys to try to not trade this market, because this thing is very, very bad. All right, guys. So if it's not good, then simply not good. Exactly, bro. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give the market until 10:05, maybe 10:10 the latest if you start getting like a green candle. But I'm not trading this. I don't care. I don't care if you guys want it. I don't care. You guys can simply mark it out on your chart and trade it. But if the market's gonna be moving like this, I am not gonna be alerting. I'm not even gonna be guiding you guys through it. No way. You'll be better off staying cash. Unless we get a random huge pump up, sure. But if we're gonna slowly grind up like the trade from ES on Wednesday, no. You know what I mean? I don't even care if we get the inverse. If there's no impulse, something that I really like, I'm not taking it. Reaction incoming. Uh, hopefully, you know. How many contracts do you take with NQ? Well, first of all, I trade M and Q, not NQ. NQ is minis. I trade micros. And with micros, I trade about 7 to 10 on average. 7 to 10. Okay, so you have your trading view connected. Okay, try clicking on this link. Hold on. Let me see. Try clicking on this link, and it should take you to something that says claim indicator. Click that, and then refresh your trading view. Then click on indicators on trading view, and then click invite only scripts, and it should be there. How many do you trade on evals? About 20 to 25. You should be able to pass it in one good trade or two normal trades. But yeah, guys, we might have to get off soon. Chop of Doom, call KP, bro. At this point, bro, this thing is, bro. It doesn't pop up for me. Send me a picture. Let me check it out for you. I'll let you know. David, I'm good to come over once you, bro. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Let me see. 2 trades to pass, bro. We make like $300 on these trades as you do per account. No. I'm talking about evals. Like if you're doing 20 to 25 contracts, if you got like a 40, 50 point trade, you should be able to pass it in one go. Same thing, experience. Okay, give me your trading view username. I'm just gonna manually link it on my own. Yo, Hanif, bro. What are these prices, bro? Someone on YouTube said there's a higher time from SMT. Not really. Both of these are just kind of chopping in the same direction. There's not much really happening here. Not much of an SMT, at least. At least from what I'm seeing. How do we buy multiple accounts on Apex and copy trade them? Unfortunately, okay. So for my people in here that are okay, look. For the people that want to buy multiple accounts all at once, there's no specific way to be like, oh, I want to buy 20 50k 50k evals right now. No, you have to buy them one by one individually. But what you could do is what's it called? Okay, go to the checkout page on Apex. Like say you want to buy a 50k account. Go to the checkout page on Apex. Go to the part where you have to put your card information. And what you're gonna do is duplicate it. If you guys are a little bit back with computers, at the top of your Chrome page, right click on the tab and it'll say duplicate tab. Duplicate it as many times as you need or want an account. And then it's gonna make all the tabs. You buy one on one account, buy one on another tab, buy one on another tab, and so on. So you don't have to buy one, go to the dashboard, load up another one, buy it again. You know, you just duplicate the tab and you keep buying it. That's how I do them. David, how long is the discount with the code? 6 days. 6 days, 13 hours, 52 minutes, and 44 seconds. I don't know why I said the seconds. You get the point. All right, 6 days. For the next 6 days, every single account in Apex will be 80% off with $65 PA account PA fees. All right, so obviously, if you guys want to stack up on some for next week, hopefully next week is going to be a way better week so we can actually cast some trades. Then obviously you guys can use code Blastoise to stack up on some accounts. All right, if you guys want, of course. David, how you avoid taxes? You don't. you really don't. Unless you move to PR, then that's another thing. But yeah. No, yeah. Chill. Have a good weekend, Blast. I'm off this. Yeah, bro. I might get off too, bro. Yeah. I'm kind of speechless. I don't know. I mean, even if we see some downside here, there's not much that we can even take. Even if we wanted to trade the chop, there's not much we can really take here, no matter how much we try. To the downside, at least. So the upside, we do have a setup up here, but the only thing is we're not going up. We're chopping here. You know what I mean? We're not doing much. So, like I said, guys, let me ask you guys: would you guys be down to call it early today? You guys know typically I say, oh, I'm gonna stay cash, whatever, and I end up staying on the stream till like 12. Yes? Okay, perfect. So I just need to confirm with you guys. You know what I mean? If you guys are good to get off soon, you know, because if the market's not gonna move, I'm not gonna bother giving you guys anything at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, guys, I'm praying that next week's market is going to be completely different. Speaking of, I don't want to tell you guys that next week's market is going to be crazy, but next week we have CPI. So hopefully, right? We can all only hope, right? That it can be good, hopefully, right? The CPI coming out, that's good. It changes some market conditions. So if anything, since today NFP didn't do much and didn't really change any market conditions, as I thought it would. I thought it was actually going to. Worst case, we can always just wait for CPI to come out. Obviously, we'll try to trade Monday. Since there's a no news market, it'll be a 50-50. Like, it'll be kind of smooth, hopefully. But what we can do, guys, is wait till CPI comes out, and maybe that changes the market conditions, right? Hopefully, maybe, right? But yeah, it's really our next best bet, right? So this type of market that we have right now is probably gonna stay the same until Tuesday, probably. Keyword probably. Maybe Monday we go crazy. Who knows, right? I mean, we've already learned our lesson. Oh, we're kind of selling off here. We kind of learned our lesson that no news days are actually way better and way cleaner than news days. You know what I mean? So yeah, we can only hope for something, But yeah, anyways, it seems like the volume is kind of picking up. Obviously, the minute before I get off, you know what I mean. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But pretty much what's happening right now is, how big is this? For sure, it's a fair value gap. For sure. 100. What? 100 points. Wait. And we took out the lows on ES too. I can probably get you guys. I could probably get you guys a setup here. But 100 how randomly? What? Wait, how many points have you been averaging? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, every single candle has been over 40 points. It's just there's no momentum in the market until now, of course. Okay, I was about to say, like, dude, there's no way we go from like averaging 20, 30 point candles into a 100 point candle. You know what I mean? But okay, so now that we took out the Asia and now that we took out the lows on ES, which specific low is it? Is it the London? I think it's the London, right? It should be the London. Yeah, we took out the London low here. Right? Hold on, guys. Because if we took out the London, we did take out the London. Okay. Because what we could do here, guys, is look for a Asia sweep, which is what we're trying to get right now, into a 5-minute inverse. So it's literally the same setup as this up here, but instead of entering up here, we enter down here and target the fair value gap up here. So you can do something like this, like 3 price targets into PT1, 2, and 3. Something like this. Hold on, guys. What the heck? One sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. The best thing that we could do right now is hope and pray that we don't inverse this fair value gap, because, guys, if we end up not filling this fair value gap, we're not going to have a setup for a very long time, a long setup. Because if we don't hold this, then we're going to have to pump all the way up for over 100 points into 790 if we want to enter into longs, Bro, back what time? Bro, you guys in your questions, bro. Yes, didn't sweep the Asia low, but it did take out the London, which is enough for us to get a sweep into higher. And also NQ, since it's going to be the main one that we're trading. It took out the Asia. So that's also just as good as well. Why wouldn't an IFG right now work? Well, it would. I worded it wrong. What I meant was if we fill this gap here, this imbalance, in the next 3 minutes, we're not gonna have a setup until all the way up here. So we're gonna be left screwed, and that's the problem. Blas, can you explain why we need to hold up the gap, like in the time frame, and the setup is gone? Well, we need to hold up the gap, while we're creating it, because obviously if we fill the gap or fill the imbalance before the candle closes, then we're not gonna have an entry. We're not gonna have a fair value gap. So do we take? Well, there's not much to really take here, guys. There's no setup. It's gone. So yeah, that's our luck. At least we can say that we're very very bullish though. So who knows? Maybe we get a last second extreme pump up to the upside, and we go back up here just like how we sold off here. Who knows? But yeah, the best thing we can really do here, guys, or not even the best thing, the only thing that we can do here is really just wait for this 5 minute gap to get inverse, and then we just work with our reaction. Exactly. Thank you, KK. FEG equals fair value gap. If there's no gap, then there's no setup. Exactly. All right. So we always need to hold down the gap for about 10 minutes to obviously create the gap, and then we go from there. All right, guys. But I mean, we're getting quite a bit of a nice pump here. So maybe we go into this inverse. Oh, come on, man. Why'd you drop my glass? But yeah, look at the 1 minute. I think I'm good off for 1 minute. I know. We're pumping and all that stuff. I'm good. I would just rather wait for the 5 minute. I mean, we're getting pretty close to it yet again. So, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we go into in the next 5 minute candle. I took the 1 minute. 1 minute hit a 1-to-1. But wait. What? Oh, the inverse here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, the 1 minute was pretty good. But by the time I noticed it, by the time I told you guys how to trade and everything, it would have been gone. So there was really no hope for it. For me, I'm just waiting for this 5 minute. David, can you explain how an SMT would affect our entry or target? Yeah. When it comes to an SMT, when it comes to looking for an entry, if the other one is stronger than the one that you're trying to trade, and the other one, since the other one is stronger, it might be closer to the drawn liquidity. If the other one takes out the drawn liquidity as you get the entry, it's very bad for you because since the other one is leading, if the other one reverses from the drawn liquidity, that means that your trade, since your trade is the weaker one, it will completely reverse right back down into your stop loss. Now, what happens if an SMT forms as you're in the trade? Well, you need to be paying attention here because if the other one is a stronger one and the other one hits a price target first, you need to take profits on the one that you're trading. So for example, if you're trading NQ and ES hits a price target, since ES is leading way more, you would ideally want to take profits on NQ a little bit to make sure that obviously if ES reverses, you at least secured some profits on NQ, because if ES reverses, since ES is the one that's leading, NQ would also reverse back down just a little bit stronger because NQ isn't the stronger one to the upside. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a simple SMT, you're pretty much in a tug of war match. Exactly. That's pretty much what I explained yesterday. And at the end of the day, bro, it really messes everyone up. There's no winning. Everyone gets messed up. So yeah, because all it does is it leads into unwanted chop, and we all know how that goes. You know what I mean? So it's more of a protective thing. Yeah. I mean, there's other ways that you can use SMTs towards your advantage. But for me, I kind of just use it to know when to take profits, when to avoid, what to expect, when to expect chop, and so on. So yeah, there's like a million ways to go about it. But the ways that I know at least how to read and identify it is for those given reasons. But anyways, we're pumping up again, surprisingly. Now, I know you guys are probably expecting, oh, but dude, the chop and everything. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this setup just got a whole lot better, in my opinion. I mean, shit, we took out even more lows and we fully reversed with even more buying pressure, which is a really good thing. Now, someone said here, David, can you rate the setup out of 10? I would say a solid, with the current buying pressure, a solid 7 to 8 out of 10. A solid to 8 out of 10. Now, why do I say a solid 8 out of 10? Well, okay, let's kind of catch up here, right? If anything, I would say more of an 8 out of 10 because everything looks really good. Don't get me wrong. The volume is amazing, right? Let me show you guys. If you measure out each and every single candle since market open, it's currently 1016. First candle, 67 points, right? So, real funny, 67, right? Next candle, 118 points. Next candle, 45 points. Next candle, 100 points. Next candle, 70 points. Each and every single one of these candles has so much volume in it, right? The only issue is you might be wondering, okay, well, David, if we're averaging about 100 points per candle, why aren't we moving? Well, that's the only problem. We don't have momentum in the market. The market has all of this volume, but it doesn't know where it wants to make it go, right? Which just leads to unwanted chop. So we get a fair value gap here, we get a fair value gap there, we get a DO sweep here, we get a DO sweep there. You get the point, right? So if a market doesn't have the direction or momentum, no matter how much volume you have, it won't do anything. You know what I mean, David? I feel like we've been stuck in this range all week. We have been. We really have been. I mean, if you look at the daily time frame, look at this week's price action. Horrible. Look at last week's price action. Well, last week was pretty good, but this week was the complete opposite. You know. So in my opinion, I mean, even the indicator is saying about an 8 to 9 out of 10, right? So, you know, I mean, for me, I would say a 7 to 8 out of 10. And another reason for that is because look at the range that we're trading in. Yeah, we have volume, we have the setup, it looks pretty good, it can play out, we have volume yet again. We can get a good setup. And if we catch the right move with the given volume, we can probably catch a 100-point trade. I mean, shit, we're averaging 100 points per candle. All we need to do is catch the right move on pretty much just 1 or 2 candles, and we're rich as hell. You know what I mean? So here's the problem. Look at the range that we're trading in. The reason I'm liking the setup is, yeah, that we have a setup, we have them for higher, and it looks amazing. We have a DO sweep. You know, we're getting the reactions. But the thing is, it's the risk behind this trade. Yesterday, there was really no risk behind the setup. It looked perfect. We had momentum, we had volume, we had direction, we had room for lower. It looked so good. But today, we have volume, we don't have momentum. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? So even if we do end up getting this entry with all the given volume in the world, it's like we could still get chopped out. That's the problem. You know what I mean? So yeah, for this setup, I would say a good 8 out of 10. If anything, 7.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I don't know if you guys want to be very specific, but around that range, right? So it looks good and just not perfect. It could be way better, you know, but hey, at least we have good volume. So if we can at least catch one good candle out of many, we can be very green on the week. All right, guys. So yeah. Now let me take off my jacket because it's getting really hot. But yeah, pretty much what I'm looking for right now is, yeah, we're getting closer and closer into this 5-minute inverse, which is amazing. Right. But the thing is, you know, we need an impulse. I don't want to be entering and getting stuck in this same exact chop that we've been in all morning, you know? So yeah. Now remember, guys, please remember that today I'm only going to be guiding you guys through trades until the market gets better. All right, guys, I don't want to be, well, I wasn't trading in the first place today. That's what I'm trying to say. Like today, don't expect me to be like, oh, guys, I'm in shorts, or oh, guys, I'm in longs. No. Just for today, obviously, look at my chart. If you like the setup, then take it, right? Because obviously today I'm not trading. I'm done for the week. All right, guys. I typically don't even trade on Fridays. Either way, I might skip this. Not gonna lie, dude. If you're like, I already told you guys. Look. For everyone in here, if you guys are feeling a little bit hesitant with the setup, even slightly hesitant, don't take it. As simple as that. Why? If you're feeling hesitant before you enter, just imagine how your emotions are going to be like when you're in the trade. Oh, I shouldn't have taken this. Oh, why did I take this? Oh, can I get out break even? You're better off just not taking the setup. I promise you guys. Look, for example, yesterday's trade. Let me ask anyone in here. Did anyone hesitate with yesterday's trade? No. In fact, you didn't even have time to hesitate. Why? Because there was so much volume that we got the inverse and it's straight down. You know what I mean? But today, look at this. We're struggling to even inverse this 5-minute gap. So obviously a little bit of hesitation builds up. And if you're getting a little bit of hesitation, you're going to regret being in that trade. I promise you guys. I've been through there. I've been in that situation a million times. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, we hesitate because, don't base it off me, bro. Don't base it off me. I'm talking about the setup. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. You know what I mean? So if you guys don't like the setup or you guys don't like the volume, don't take it. There's always gonna be another one. You know what I mean? I'm up 450 anyway. Oh, bro, you should have been done, bro. You should have been done. Let me check my package. It should be here. What time is it? It's 10:20. Yeah, it's not here. Okay, we're getting another red to green, which is a good sign. Now, the thing is can we impulse? Now, guys, like I said, market, please stop. Whatever. Guys, what I was going to say was, with this entry, if you're going to take it, you kind of have to enter quick because the price target is right around the corner. because the more you wait, you're gonna get the worst risk reward. But yeah, I mean, we're getting the impulse. We inverse the fair value gap. I guess now it's nothing but the price target. So yeah, did anyone take it? By the way, you took it. Took it. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's see if we can see that London high. But yeah, I'm just hoping that you guys don't get caught up in any chop. That's the one thing I'm hoping for, bro. I mean, this candle kind of looks a little bit, more aggressive than the rest, which is a good sign. But we have to see. And ES took out that London high. Oof. If you guys want to play safe, I know you guys are probably up like a few points, but keep this in mind, guys. Keep this in mind over here, all right? So we'll see. We'll see. So if you guys got an amazing entry, then sure. But keep this in mind here with ES. Now, obviously, if we hold above 989, then you guys should be more than good. But for now, just keep it on watch, just in case. Keep it on watch. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let me jump this up here. Okay. Let me see. How was ES doing? Okay, so thankfully ES is still sitting at the 989 level. So once again, guys, if you guys end up taking these longs on NQ, as long as ES is able to hold above 989, since ES is kind of the one that's leading a little bit more to the upside, it did take out a level of liquidity first. So as long as ES is able to hold above this level of liquidity, you guys should be good for a continuation higher into that London high. Also, I would imagine we get so much buying pressure, we might as well take out that London high. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense as to why we wouldn't. And hey, you guys know this market this week has been a pain. So we'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? But yeah. What London high? The London high at 827. This high up here. It's on my chart. 827 is what you're looking at. And on the bright side, I don't want to speak so soon. ES is trying to hold above it, but I mean we are inside of this 5-minute gap here. But hopefully that's not an issue. I mean, we do have the buying pressure. 15-minute gap here. So as long as ES is able to hold above 989, then you guys are chilling. Like really, really chilling. Hold on, guys. Oh shit, we hit the London high. What the hell? Oh crap. Okay, guys, scale here. There we go. Woo! Beautiful, guys. Bro, I literally looked away for 2 seconds, bro. Okay, guys, we hit the London high. Guys, scale. Bro, don't question it. I know you guys probably hate the profit target, guys. You're gonna make me break my table. Scale. All right, guys, please. Dude, I literally looked away for 2 seconds, bro. And if you guys want, look to obviously start moving your stop loss to break even. Not bad. It could have been a little bit better. It was a little bit, kind of whatever. But yeah, guys, we're literally sitting out the line. Guys, scale. Oh, I'm gonna scare my cat. Guys, scale. Seriously. All right, guys, scale out here. All right, dude. What are the chances that literally the second that I look away, the market pumps, bro? The scale means close the trade. No, it means take some profits. Oh my God, we're pumping. It means take some profits. And you should probably take more here because we're about to hit PT2, guys. PT2 hit, guys. 849 is PT2. We pretty much hit it. So, guys, start taking more scales out here. PT2 is this high up here. Right here on the indicator, PT2 hit, guys. Take some more scales out here. How much you guys up right now? Like 50? 55? Like I said, guys, look, hear me out. If we can catch the right move, which we are, you guys can most likely see 100 points in this trade. All we need is one more candle. All we need is to catch one more good candle, and you guys can for sure see 100 points in this trade. Right now, you guys are up at like 55, 60 points. So yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah, PT2 hit there. There you go. Guys, scale some more here, guys, please. Like, seriously. Are we pumping up good? We were up 55 a second ago. 60. Okay, not bad. Hold on. Bang. There we go. Okay, let me put it out once again. One sec, guys. There we go. Okay, guys, by the way, how many of you guys are green off this trade? If you guys took it, of course. If you guys took it. David, I'm green again. Okay, let's ignore that first part, but as long as you're green, that's all that matters, bro. I'm green 555. Guys, if you guys are green on this trade, if you guys can, obviously post your profits over in the profit channel. If you guys are green, guys, go spam the channel. Now, let me ask you guys something here, because I know lately, by lately I mean these last 2 days, we've been doing commentary. Have you guys been understanding it? Liking it and understanding it. Have you guys been liking it and understanding it, or let me know in the chat? Like these, obviously, I know you guys prefer me saying, "Hey, I'm in" and everything, but do you guys like it as well? Like, have you guys been understanding everything, with the commentary? Hey, thank you, much love, man, much love. But yeah, by the way, if you guys are green, you guys are probably just posting your profits over in the profit. But yeah, if you guys are green, guys, post your profits over here in the channel. If you guys took this trade, of course, and I hope you guys did. Keep this video a little bit more. I have a video for you right over here. David, where's the sizing class? Dude, I was going to do it today, but I just got on to do commentary. Yeah, it's amazing hearing comments. Okay, good. Now, remember, guys, I know, once again, I know you guys want alerts. But today, I mean, I wasn't trading. So I'm not going to tell you guys that I'm in something that I'm not. You know what I mean? But Monday, we'll be back. All right? Monday, we'll for sure be back to doing alerts just like this. Or alerts just like this. All right, guys. So, yeah. Marvel. I'm not mad right now after taking L's and watching these all play out. But are you taking them, though? Only to do contracts because I was scared because of the market trying to pass it. Yo, you're good. As long as you're green, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Didn't realize hit my journal on main. No way, bro. Oh, wait. I don't know what I have the chat on my main monitor. Hold on, guys. There you go. But once again, guys, if you guys are green on the day, guys, go post your profits over in the profit channel. All right, guys. If you guys are green on the day. Tuesday CPI, we should get good. Let's not jinx here, bro. We've been saying that all of this week, and it's been horrible. So let's not, U.S. Supreme Court will not rule on Friday in Trump's tariff case. What time zone are you? Was this at 9 in the morning, my time, or 9 in the morning, your time, which is right now? Right now? Is that where we're pumping? Maybe, hopefully, right? Is it too late to answer? Oh, no, not at all, bro. No. Of course it is, bro. Come on now, bro. David, I'm coming on a... Yo, what? Oh, you're going to get a 11K payout? Nice, bro. That's what we're pumping? No way. For real? I mean, I would expect more of an impulse pump. But, hey, this works just as good. You know what I mean? David, have 600, 5 micros. 5 micros. I don't think that's why we're pumping. Yeah, you would imagine a tariff thing getting denied that would pump up the market like in one go, not in a few candles. I think we're just breaking out of this range, and that's kind of helping it pump up, but that's about it. But yeah, guys, it only took all morning to get an entry. But hey, as long as you guys are green, bro, I'm happy. I have a smile on my face. You know what I mean? No matter what. As long as you guys are green. Just got it. Yeah. Okay, you guys just flooding the chat. Hold on. Let me catch up. In fact, hold on. Let me do this. I got an email. I really hope that's my package. Dude, I've been waiting like a month for that shit, bro. Hey, let me see. Nope. By the way, PT3 is set at 996. What? Are you crazy? Nah. PT3 is at 887, bro. We are not targeting 996. Well, to be fair, yeah, no, that's way too far. 887 is our next price. If you guys, by the way, hey guys, type a quick one if you guys are still holding the trade or are you guys fully out of it. Let me know so I obviously don't waste my time like commenting on trade that no one's in. You know what I mean? You're out. You're out. Out. Okay, so everyone's out. Okay, so I was about to say. Oh, bro, my tooth hurts, bro. You think shorts can play out later? Oh yeah, most likely. We just need a reversal off a level of liquidity and you should be good. I'm holding. Okay, so there's like 2 people holding. 2 or 3 people holding. I'm still in. I'm holding, still in. I saw someone type of 1 as well. I'm out. I didn't take. Come on, man. Now you're good, but you're still in. Okay, so there's still a few people in. If you guys are still in, look to target 887. Is it too late to get in? Oh no, bro. Not at all, bro. You should just full put right now, bro. In the 1 hour gap right now. Yeah, we're approaching a 5-minute gap here. A 5-minute gap. Or a 5 and 15-minute gap here at 887, which is why I'm trying to target it for you guys. You size less hesitant this week? You're good, bro. You're Gucci. For evals, what does your risk look like? Honestly, as risky as possible. At the end of the day, it's an eval. It's nothing. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get a reward for it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just for a PA thing. So honestly, I just do 20 micros. You either blow it or pass it. No in between. And now, if you don't want to trade like that, then you don't have to. That's just how I do it. I don't like wasting my time with evals because, let's say for example, you catch 10 good trades and you're sizing less. You're not making anything. You know what I mean? You're making profits on an eval, but you're not gonna be able to request a payout in the first place. You know what I mean? So why does it matter? So just get one good trade, size good on it, and then pass it in one go. David, have you seen TopStep no activation fee accounts? Yeah, but I don't care about TopStep. I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't, really. Thank you, good advice. Well, it's kind of like a 50-50 advice. At the end of the day, you are full putting in an account, so it's not always good. But at the end of the day, it's an eval. You know what I mean? They're not all that. The PA is what matters. That's what matters. David, there's one thing I have noticed about this indicator, and it always hits the. Wait. David, there's one thing I have noticed about this indicator, and it always hits the first 35-point price target on just one single candle. Whoa. That's not the indicator. That's the market just moving fast. We would trade like that as well. You know what I mean? If we take an entry, we always look for 35 points, But if you feel like that's the case for you, bro, you can What's your number two behind Apex? I mean, honestly, bro, take this with like what's the saying, like with a grain of salt or something. I don't know. I haven't really traded many prop firms. The only prop firms I've ever traded is really Apex and Top Step. I've gotten a payout with Apex. I've gotten a payout with Top Step. I like both of them. The only reason I choose Apex is because, I mean, my accounts are already built up like crazy because Apex was my first prop firm that I've ever used. So obviously I prefer it. But Apex also allows you to copy trade way more accounts, which means you can make a lot less, which means you can risk a lot less and still make a shit ton of money. What I mean by this, well, let's say, for example, you're trading 20 accounts compared to 5 on Top Step. You make $100, right? Because of your sizing, 100, 150, $200. You're making $2,000 or $4,000 per trade on a small trade on Apex when you're only making about a few $100 on Top Step. You know what I mean? Like what, like $500 on Top Step compared to 2,000? Which one would you rather trade? You know what I mean? So if you guys feel like you're, bro, my tooth hurts, bro. Wait, is that my package? Hold on, guys. No, it's not. Anyways, but yeah, if you guys feel like you want to be less risky on your accounts and size less, but still make a shit ton of money, do Apex. Top Step has no consistency on funded. Dude, the consistency rule isn't like a deal breaker though. It's not really, you know, at least not for me. I don't know about you, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's not like I really make any more than 780 or around that range in a day, you know what I mean? Plus, okay, so real quick, guys, and I'm actually gonna request actually today, what's it called? Okay, so I learned yesterday. So you guys know how I made 5K yesterday? Well, I made 5K yesterday, but I'm pretty much only like up like $900 in a week, which is really good. I don't know why I'm saying only. That's really good. But I learned that after you get 6 payouts, there's no more consistency rule. Which is why I've never gotten my payout denied, even when I've had days where I've made a lot more above my consistency rule. You just learn that, bro. I don't read the Apex rules for a living, bro. I promise you guys, I never knew that. No. Yo. You know, calm down. You know, hold on. I didn't know. I actually never knew. I think I skipped past that rule when I was reading it, but I never saw it. After 6 payouts, no consistency and no. I know about the no limit for the payout. I know about that part. I don't really care about that part. But I never knew about the no consistency rule. So are you getting paid today? Yeah, I might request. Yeah. Is stop loss always 35 points from entry? Yes. Apex doesn't do live, Harry. Barely. Like, dude, you have a better chance of winning the lottery before going to live. I have gotten the emails for live, but dude, everyone has. If anyone in here has a PA account, how many of you guys have been asked to go to live? Everyone in here. Me, I did. Yeah, and guess what? Are you guys on live? No, I feel like they tell you that like every 3 months to by the way, we're getting a little bit of a deal. We'll sweep into an inverse, which I'm not gonna come to. I'm kind of already done, you know, for the week. Whatever. But yeah, they tell you that like, hey, we're watching your trades. We're doing a good review process. We're watching you. Okay. And they're gonna say, hey, because we're considering to move you to live. Okay, cool. You never hear from them again. You know what I mean? So yeah. When a firm asks, can you reject? Unfortunately, no. You don't have a choice. And guess what? Live accounts really only benefit the firm because you're making money on their behalf, but you still have to follow the rules. You can't copy trade anymore. So, all right, Joel, come on now, bro. Indicator trades over David trades? Come on, bro. You're in my feelings, bro. Dude, it's true after all. AI will probably take my job, bro. But let me see. I heard Apex with the night payouts a lot more than Top Step. Well, okay. Let's get some context though. Apex has a bit more rules than Top Step. So yeah, it's possible that they can probably deny your payout a lot more often than Top Step. But as long as you're following the rule on both Apex and Top Step, you're chilling. I mean, you're good. Not gonna lie, the indicator was more profitable than David. Look, you don't even have to lie, bro. You don't even have to put the not gonna lie part. It's true. It's true. I agree with you. That's why I've been using the indicator yesterday and today, bro. Why do you think it's on? And now, bro, you're good, Joe. I don't take it to heart, bro. Bro, sleazy, bro. Can you just blow up the live account? I think if you do it on purpose, they ban you. Because you're trading with their money, like real money. Like if you blow their shit, they're gonna be like, yo, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Are shorts good off the 5 minute fair value gap? Yeah, honestly, yeah, they look pretty good. Now, obviously, you have a few restrictions. If you take this inverse, you have another one right below it, about 16 points below. So I would say maybe wait for all of them to get inverse and then maybe target the rest down here. You know what I mean? But yeah, regardless, guys, good trade, honestly. Very good trade. So hopefully you guys are really green on the day. In the profit channel. Well, you know, a good handful of you guys are green at least. So yeah. Obviously, if you guys are green, you guys haven't posted your profits here. If you guys want to, of course, feel free to. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me see how YouTube is doing. Pretty good. So you just hop from platform to platform. Me, no, I've always stuck to Apex. Yeah, exactly. Like Sleazy said, bro, you gotta be loyal, bro. You don't want to be passed around through every. I full put. What? We didn't even see drawdown on the trade. What do you mean you're? Don't tell me you held the trade all the way to into all these price targets and never took profits. Because I know that's how you trade patience. Don't tell me you did that, please. Do you have to have 8 green days? Yes, 8 green days over $50. And on top step, you need to have 5 green days over $150 per day. Shorts, yep, and added. What do you know? You're not supposed to be adding at the price targets. You're supposed to be taking out at the price targets. Come on, basically, you always do this. You can't be trading like this. The trade saw like 80 points, right? 60, 80. It's not 80, more than 80 points, actually. 86 points and you didn't take profits? No, I didn't mean full. It was a joke. Oh my goodness. It was a joke. Are you serious? No, you have to be joking. There's no way. There's no way. Because someone asked me, hey, David, can I still enter? Being sarcastic at the price target. And I said, oh, yeah, real funny. Yeah, full port. I didn't actually mean it. Guys, come on, bro. You can't be serious, bro. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We can make it back. But my goodness. By the way, we are crashing down for some reason. That's not a joking, Matt. I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell sarcasm here, right? It's all good. We'll make it back. Okay. Next question. Let me see. David, is it bad I took profits on ES since instead of holding for one? No, bro, not at all. ES was leading. In fact, it was smarter to do that to be more safe on the trade. David, can you explain what scaling real quick? Well, pretty much what scaling is, bro. Let's say you enter 10 contracts. Obviously, you want to be able to catch the full move, but you don't want to be taking profits at 20 points, 30 points all the way. So what you could do is scale. What scale means is you're taking a portion of your contracts one by one as the trade goes higher. So for example, you enter 10 contracts, the trade goes up 30 points, you want to take profits, you take 5 off. You're still holding 5 more, so you move your stop loss to break even, which means that if the trade goes against you, yeah, you might have gotten stopped out, but you're still green on the day. Right? And if the trade keeps going up, you're still making money on those remaining 5 contracts. And as it keeps going up, you take one off, until you're out of the contracts, and boom, you cut the whole move, and you're also very safe with it. And that's exactly what scaling is. It's the best way to micromanage your position. Harry, I asked for your trading view. I was gonna do it manually. Send me your trading view username, and I'll do it manually on my end. 25,767 short. No, you could probably do more shorts of this here. Sorry you didn't hear. You're good, bro. You're good. Any extra tuition? Look, your only tuition is take profits, not add. Do not add to a winning trade. Like, sure, it's good, because you can make more, but do all your adding at the entry, not at the price target. Remember, guys, the whole reason why we have price targets is because it's the market telling us, hey, we can potentially reverse off this range because it's an area of liquidity. You don't want to be adding towards the liquidity. You want to be taking from the liquidity. That's your only tuition. You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys, we have price targets for a reason. These price targets aren't to add more. They're to take from our contracts. You know what's the indicator called? Here, you can find it in this channel. Right over here. There you go. You leave it for low drawdown. Should I fully? Yeah. I'm just sticking to a 1-to-1 to build buffer my PAs. That works just fine. Yes, I actually recommend that. Yeah, do a 1-to-1 until you see your trailing drawdown get frozen. Yeah. So yeah, just I would say take full profits out of 1-to-1 until your drawdown gets frozen. And then once your drawdown gets frozen, you do scales. What are your thoughts on DTing? I don't do it. I don't suggest it. I mean, dude, if your trade is going against you, why are you adding? You know what I mean? That makes no sense. You should be looking to get out, not adding, you know? But hey, to each your own. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own strategy. Maybe DCing, maybe they got a late entry and they want a better entry at lower. Sure, that works. There's a million scenarios that you can do it. But for me, I don't really really justify adding to a losing position. It's just gonna make the matter worse, you know? You David, how do you scale and trade it? Because I use the exit at market. Yeah, well, that's the problem. The same way that you bought, you just click sell. If you sold, then you click buy. You don't click the gray exit on market and cancel because that's just gonna remove everything. Does the indicator come with the premium? No, it's a separate thing. Oh yeah. You're clicking the exit all at market. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be clicking the sell market, not exit all at market. With how many contracts to build a buffer for 50K when you start? How many contracts? 7. 7 should be good. Will you ever do a meet in Miami, guys? Look, man, I'm not some YouTuber. I'm just a trader, bro. Like, I'm not gonna set up like a whole meet and greet and sign like people's freaking shirts or anything. Like, bro, I'm just someone here that gets on every day and just trades, bro. All right, bro, come on now, bro. So you change the number of exactly. So if you bought 10 and you want to scale 7, you put 7 and you put sell market. Then let's make a microserver. That server is gonna be like 2B2T. I think it's not lasting, bro. Do you go all out on session at the weekends? Wait, do you go out on sessions at the weekends? What do you mean sessions? Like clubs? Partying? Nah, hell no. I don't like clubbing. I've tried it once. Yeah, once. I went to space, bro. I heard it was super good, but that shit was garbage, bro. It's just everyone's drugged out. It smells like fucking armpit in there, bro. And it sucks. And then they made me pay. I was super thirsty. I couldn't leave to get water, so they made me pay $18 for 3 bottles of water because apparently their little credit card reader, which is the same one that every restaurant in the world has, doesn't accept $3 credit cards. Like, I don't know. So they're like, oh yeah, you have to buy a minimum of 20. You have to spend a minimum of $20 on our thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, so how many water bottles is that? 3. What the? Bro, I was literally dying of thirst, and all my friends were there, so I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna leave just to get water. So I just had to pay $20. That was my cue to just never go to a club again, bro. Look, I'm the type of person to, like, I would love to build a club, but I would never go there. You can get a case for 15, dude. You can get a case for like $5. And I, bro, like, at least the water was cold. That's one thing. You know what I mean? At least the water was good. But get off last. Yeah, I'm about to get off soon. Don't worry. I'm just chatting with you guys right now. Yeah, Miami Beach coming. I mean, dude, it's Miami, bro. But it's not really about the price. Well, that's one thing. You know, I'm a pretty stingy person when it comes to my money, bro. What about okay tributes, concerts? Yeah, I'll do that for sure. I like that. But clubs, bro, nah, bro. It's just everyone's drugged out, bro. Um, it smells bad in there. It's all sweaty. I don't have the energy for it. I don't even like dancing like that. And yeah, so no, I don't really club. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Look, I know I'm gonna sound boring, but over the weekends, how do I just bought it? Okay, just follow this. Just go to this channel and you can follow it. By the way, Harry, if you're still in here, can you send me your training username? Unless you already sent it and I missed it. Thanks again. Hey, for those getting off, guys, peace out and have an amazing weekend. Hopefully next week we'll do better. All right, guys. Yo, Dave, my pay hit the bank? Yes, sir. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Harry Mac Trade. I got you. Harry Mac Trade. Hey, does David ignore his friends? No. How do you go to add someone? I think it's under invite only. Then you go here And you go to manage access. Grant user. Harry Mac trade. Okay, there you go. Harry, you should be able to see it now. Damn, 4 of you guys have. Oh my goodness. Okay, Harry, you should be good to have it now. So refresh your trading view and check again. Do your friends trade with you? Yeah. Yeah. There's a few of you guys in here that trade. Can you drop a freestyle? Dude, I stutter in every sentence, bro. Hell no. If you could live anywhere else in the US, where would you go? I feel like New York is pretty cool. I like New York. I'm a city type of guy. What's up, Chicago, bro? Freaking old block. You still live? Yeah, bro. Nah, I'm gonna get off now though. I'm about to get off. Do you own your own home? Yes, I do. Well, I'm paying it off. I didn't buy cash, but yeah, like I'm paying what is it called, a mortgage or something? Yep, bro. Yeah, Jack. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'll be over, bro. You actually own a home? Yeah, yeah. It's where I am right now, streaming. How many bedrooms? 3. I got it back in August. I thought I told you guys. I mean, like a huge. I couldn't trade for like 3 days of the week because I was moving in. Oh yeah, David, is it a good idea? Hold on, my bad. I missed your question by the way. Is it a good idea that I start sizing less on Monday and then size up for the remaining rest of the week? If Monday looks good, the reason why I'm saying that is because I can use money to make. Yeah, you could actually do that. Yeah, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Plus, I'm gonna size light on Monday as well if I do end up trading, if there is a setup, because we have CPI the next day. So I'm not really trying to, I'm not really trying to oversize the day before CPI. It can get very messy. Hey, thank you, Patience, by the way. Why do you have 3 bedroom? Okay, so one is the guest room, one is my room, and then one is the office. And I have the garage, which is kind of like my man cave, which is like my gaming place. You know what I mean? I'm currently like renovating it right now, though. Which actually I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, 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 I didn't say cat room. I said guest room. Yeah, I think I got it working. Nice, bro. Nice, nice, nice. David, can you explain why I lost my 3 PAs? Everyone is saying trading drawdown, but I was up $1,000, so total 26K. So remember, the thing is, it trails up. So as you make money, it trails. So you probably made money, lost money, and then went back up, and then you lost it. That's really the only case. I mean, yeah, probably just the trading drawdown. Should I still trade 20 contracts on Monday? Yeah, you should be good. If you're on evals, yeah, you should be good. But if you're on PAs, the opposite. But yeah, guys. Other than that, I don't want to hold you guys in here, especially on a Friday. I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long. I'm gonna see that a lot of you guys are getting off, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow along and also get off and see if my package gets here because it was supposed to get here yesterday, but it got delayed. So I'll probably get here today, hopefully. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Thankfully, we're at least able to recover something yesterday and today, so I'm at least happy with that. Although we had a pretty rough week, at least for Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday was still green for me at least. But yeah, guys, other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Let's pray. Let's all get together and pray for an amazing week next week. Every single day green. You know what I mean? But yeah, we can only see. You know what I mean? But yeah, other than that, guys, I really hope everyone in here is green with the longs that the indicator ended up catching. Obviously, if you guys want to get access to the indicator, you can always click on this channel here to get access to it. And yeah, if you guys want it, all right, guys, you guys are seeing us trade it yesterday and today. If you guys like it, you can get it. All right, guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a good weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, guys. By the way, whoever posted this profit, guys, post it in in the profit channel if you guys are green. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. And you too, guys. Hopefully, you guys had an amazing day with us. Hopefully, you guys are green. As you guys saw, we ended up catching NQ longs, or the indicator ended up catching it, not me. Well, me as well, because I saw setup too. But yeah, we ended up catching NQ longs for about 80 points over on NQ. As you guys see, we entered off this 5-minute inverse here with enough buying pressure into the London high and external high above, resulting in a beautiful 80-point trade into all of our price targets. Right. So if you guys end up making money and you guys want access to the indicator or even want access to the live trading, the premium, you guys can click on this link here to join the indicator to get access to it, or right over here. Hold on. Or you guys can also join the premium to get access to to all of our live trading, all of our alerts here. All right, guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys on Monday, guys. Take it easy, guys, and peace out, and have an amazing weekend, guys. All right, peace out, guys.